colours, but and look, I've put that orange in. That's not me at all. Right, so now the next thing, just little things you can do, and I'm just going to have a drink of my tea. I'm very dry. So the thickener. The thickener can give you some fantastic results, really, really different. I've already showed you the. Actually, I'll show you that one as well. This is lovely. Some of these are gorgeous. This, I love these. You know that when you print them out onto your fabric, they're stunning. So interesting. It reminds me a little bit of encaustic art with the waxes, because there's like really a lot of depth to them. I jumped too much to you then. This is another one I love here. Really ethereal. And when you print that onto your fabric, or transfer it onto your fabric, it's such a gorgeous result. It's really batiky, and I am going to do a video on that because it's ever so simple. It's not like when you're doing when you're using your jelly plate. You know, you can sometimes get a few prints off it. You will only get one. I want to try it out as well, because I've found with the copy paper sometimes it sticks and tears. So out of every 5, I probably use 6 sheets. So out of 5 good ones, I lost a nice sheet. So I'm thinking about maybe spraying the copier paper with a bit of water first, just so it's not so dry, because it really sucks in that colour. But as soon as I get it cracked, I will show you. Another thing with it is like for texture. This one I've used. Immediately I mixed up the thickener and the paint. I've done my base coat, and then I've left it. If you get a plate and brush some of your colour once you've mixed, I usually mix it in these little pots. Patty gave me a lot of these, so I mix my colour in here. You don't need too much. If you're doing a few sheets, I'd probably maybe put, I wouldn't even go up to that first little baby rim here. You know, maybe 10-15 drops, and then I usually use the similar amount of extender. So I mix that in there, and then get my paintbrush. I haven't got a paintbrush. Oh, let's have it. Yeah, I've got a paintbrush. So just paint some onto the plate. Just leave it for a couple of minutes, and then you get a really nice thick look. Get your stamp, paint it onto the stamp like I showed you in the last video I did. And then on here, I think it's going to be hard to see, but I've used the texture stamp here. You know, one of my texture stamps that come in 4 and over stamped, and that gives you a stunning texture on your fabric. The extender means that some places are thicker with the paint, some places are thinner, so you get a really nice look through that. There's something that's really fun, is once it's dried on your plate, if you pour the smallest part of the water onto it, you get like a skin on top. Now if you can pick that up, you get a gorgeous look, but I'm not very lucky with actually getting enough off, so I'm going to try and build it up over time, and I'll show you what I mean on a video, because I might not be explaining it very well. So that's that. This one is using the extender. It's not going to be very easy to see, and then I've just done like a cross hatching through it. You might see it on that. That gives you a really nice result for a plain background that you don't want completely plain. Other things to do with it. Which way round have I done that? Right, so I've got a spray here, so I've used my tumbling leaf stencil and I've sprayed through it. Gives you a lovely result. I love this, I really do. But before you take it off, take a print, because that gives you the opposite, and you get a gorgeous look from this as well. I think this was done in, this one's in the lime, and I haven't written it down, it's just I know them quite well, so I know the colours they start off with. That's the lime colour there. Another one I did was with the, this is with the green, and this is just your rubbish that was left on, so I've literally, when I've sprayed my stencil, I've gone over it like that. That's given me a perfect print. I mean, it really has lifted that nicely. So there are those. I've also done one of the leaves with the marbling technique. I'll get these done onto fabric and then you can see how nicely they come out. I wonder if I've got enough time to do that now. I'm going to quickly take, I've only got a little bit of fabric, let's see if I can just take off. Yeah, oh no, I haven't got anything, I'm not using those scissors. Right, I was going to say I'm not using my nice scissors for, these are my favourite scissors. These are the Mill Shop Online scissors and they are absolutely stunning. It's funny, when I first saw them on TV I thought, oh no, I'm not sure about those. They looked to me like they were going to be like scissors I had as a young boy. Those awful cast iron scissors, but they're fantastic scissors. So if you see Joe on there and he's got his scissors, get them because they're amazing. I'm going to just rip a piece of this up because otherwise it's going to coat my phone and everything. Hopefully it's going to be a nice result. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. Because I think, well, I'll tell you what I'll do it on that. Because then I can use this. So I'm just going to take that piece off. Because then I can use this afterwards. I'll use it in one of my quilts. Or in the quilt. Maybe I'll show you the progress as it's going as well. Right, so just pop that down. Pop that on. Swing that round. There we are. Right, so let's speed along because you're probably bored now. Easy peasy, just one of my stamps out of the such a card. There I've used blue. This one I've got a feeling I showed you last time. I redid this because I had made a mistake. Because I was chatting away, I'd done 3 of them one colour and then moved on to the other colour and done the others. So it was literally a very light spray with the for the background with aqua, and then stamping over, gives you a really nice result there. This one, all bottle tops, tops of bottles with one of the colours. That comes out really nice, gives a really nice effect there. Let's see what we've got here. Right, so let's show you the results. So here we've got just a regular background of marble there, and the sun's going to come in and not help, is it? It's been so hot again. Well, not boiling hot, but right. So there's your marbling. Here is one of the. This is transferred obviously onto the fabric. There I've used just bright red. That's a lovely stamp to use for that one. Here you can see, this is what I was saying about, so this is the one I did for you last time. So I did 3 right, and then the rest of them I'd gone on to the other colour without realising it. So that was that one. So this one, you can see, I love this. It's the aqua underneath and then the blue, and then here I've done the yellow and the red. Or is it the yellow and red, or sorry, yellow and orange. So that's a really nice piece of fabric. I was disappointed with this, simply because I'm not into really bright colours much. I find I'm quite, I don't know, I like matching colours, so for me this was a bit bright. However, saying that, cut up into using small sections and it looks stunning. So maybe try things that you wouldn't try, because I've done it, and when I saw that come out I thought, no, I don't like it. It was too colourful for me, too bright, but as I say, when you cut down to a couple of inches, 2-inch squares, perfect for a quilt, especially for, if you put all these together, you've got yourself a really nice fun quilt or throw or something. So as I say, that was that. Last one, this was sprayed background with aqua, and then I've used the aqua again for the understamp, and then a blue over the top. And I thought that's quite nice as well if you don't want it on a plain white background. So that's those. And let's take this off. And I've stupidly turned it off but left the press down, so hopefully it hasn't ruined it. Oh yeah, so I quite like that. So there you are, you've got your pattern, but it's not solid. I mean, you can do it solid if you want, but it might not pick up on the camera, but you have got a really nice, even where it looks white on the camera, you've got the pattern there. And again, if you cut this down into 2 inches or 3-inch squares, or depending on how you want to do your quilt, that's a really nice sort of textural stamp for that. As I say, if you went over that with all the blue, you would get a much more detailed look, but you know, we don't always want it absolutely spot on. So that's that. I'm going to turn this off now because it's getting incredibly hot with that and the sun coming through. So we got these. Yeah, so I think I've shown you those already. So I've got 2 like that which will join together. I just really like that. I think it's going to look really nice. What a shame the sun's coming through, so I can't really. Shame, isn't it? You might be able to see it better on here, it's just I can't see it very well on the camera myself. And anything else that I want to quickly show you? Oh, we'll show you these. I can't remember if I've already shown them to you. But these are the ones I've just cut. So here we are. I've got the plain and the, which I think I love it. So with that, I'll show you again. I've got quite a few of those, so I'm going to just join them. Again, 1/4 inch. So I'm going to join those, and that gives me another 12 by 12 panel there when you get it together. So you can see that's going to look quite nice when it's put together. So once I start getting the panels all stitched together and joined up, I think you'll see how nice it is. And hopefully I've got you excited about trying it out yourself as well, because I think you're going to have great fun once you get going. You're not wasting anything, as I said, you're not wasting any fabrics at all. You see the result on your piece of paper before you start, so if you're not happy with it, I did one that I did a pattern and I thought, oh, I don't like that, so it didn't go any further. So it was just a piece of copy of paper, a few little squares, and that was that. So it wasn't wasted at all. So I think that's all for now. Then I think I've shown you just about everything. Probably isn't. There probably is a lot more to show. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Mary, I hope that's answered your questions about the quilting. All I would say is remember, do your colour chart, which hopefully I showed you the colour chart, didn't I, before? I threw it over there, didn't I? Yeah, do your colour chart onto the fabric that you're going to do. You just small squares. I mean, they don't even need to be that big. You could, do half. You could even do 1/4 of that for your own use. Just inch by an inch, just to give you your colour chart. I always think it's a good idea. It gives you a bit more of an idea exactly how things are going to come out, so you're not disappointed when it's actually put onto the fabric. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Don't forget, if it splits into two, I'll put a link. They'll be linked together. You'll find them on my YouTube channel anyway. They'll be next to each other. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.